Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez has strongly rebuked former U.S. President Donald Trump's threats to cut off trade with Spain over its refusal to allow the use of Spanish military bases for proposed U.S. Israel strikes on Iran. In a defiant address from Madrid, Sánchez reiterated Spain's unequivocal stance, no to war, emphasizing that Spain would not be complicit in actions contrary to international law and its national values. This firm position comes after Trump reportedly called Spain terrible and threatened to cut off all trade if its bases were not made available. The diplomatic row erupted following reports that Trump, in a conversation with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, expressed his displeasure with Spain's lack of cooperation regarding the military operations. He further asserted that the U.S. could just fly in and use Spanish bases if it wished, a claim that was met with strong condemnation from Madrid. Spain's Defense Minister Margarita Robles and Foreign Minister José Manuel Albares had previously clarified that the joint U.S. Spanish bases at Rota and Morón would not be used for any operations not compliant with international legal frameworks or without broad international support. Prime Minister Sánchez highlighted that Spain's position on the U.S.-Iran conflict is consistent with its stance on other international crises, such as Ukraine and Gaza, where it has advocated for peace and adherence to international legality. He dismissed Trump's threats, pointing out that trade relations with Spain are largely governed by the European Union, implying that a unilateral trade cutoff would be far more complex than suggested. Recent polls indicating widespread disapproval of Trump among the Spanish populace further underpin Sánchez's resolute stance. The incident has drawn significant attention across social media and international news outlets, with many commending Spain's principled stand against perceived unilateral U.S. aggression. Critics of Trump's rhetoric have seized on the event as an example of his confrontational approach to international relations, while Spain has emerged as a vocal proponent for diplomatic solutions and respect for sovereign decision-making. The standoff underscores the growing tensions between some European allies and the U.S. over military interventions and the weaponization of trade.